Okay friends, well here is the 40 formula. As you can see the radar, there's not much electronics. Looks like you don't have any radar, you just have your GPS and chart, autopilot. There's no canvas or cushions or bimini tops, so the boat does sit out in the sun. They're replacing a pump today, so it appears that if you have these wood blocks holding up the engine compartment, that maybe the electric motor to raise them is broken. Engine room needs some tidying up. You can see that flow switch that's sitting out. That's probably the pump they're replacing. There's not a sound shield on the generator that's right there. I mean, there's quite a few hoses that are not connected over there, but I don't know what it is they're doing. Bilge is pretty dirty. Yeah, it is what it is. It's a 1999 boat, but I've seen worse, and I also have seen a lot better. The cushions are all pretty dirty. Now, I don't see any major rips or tears. There's a little tear there. Missing a cup holder. No major rips or tears, but certainly very dirty. Some corrosion on some of the throttles. We're missing some screws here. Not a big deal. The electronics look like they're in okay condition. Those are the Garmins. Those must be fairly new. Those are very nice units. Again, it's not. It looks like this. You could probably turn this boat around pretty quickly with some TLC. Obviously, clean up these cushions is not that tough to do. Again, no major rips or tears, but they've been sitting out in the sun, that's for sure. But it doesn't look like they're gone. All the non-skid needs to be cleaned up. Refrigerators or the ice makers doesn't look too bad. Storage and whatnot here. Moving down below, you have the teak and holly sole floors, which are nice. Doesn't look too bad in here. These cushions here look to be in okay condition. I'm on the boat now, and there's no AC, which is something that would concern me being in Florida. You can see a lot of the vinyl wallpaper here, and the headliner is wavy. It's probably been released from the glue, so doesn't necessarily need to be replaced, but that's something you'd want to address. Looks like they got a light out here, and some of the vinyl here does look kind of dirty, or there's some type of past water damage to it at some point. It doesn't look like there's any water damage within the wood of the boat. You can see there's something here. There's a wooden panel here that's been taken off. And the fridge needs to be cleaned up. I mean, from the 15 minutes I spent on the boat here this afternoon, it just looks like the boat's been sitting. It looks like it needs a new owner. It's not terrible. It's not great. I've seen worse, I've seen better. Some of the there's been some water damage down there and some of the carpet. Your midship stateroom here. And again, I don't know if this is water damage, some of this stuff, or if it's just chalky, needs to be cleaned up. But certainly a lot of the headliner and all the vinyl throughout the boat, you can just see that has warped. The glue has come off the wood that holds it, which is not that odd for a boat of this age, especially without the AC running this time of year. You'll have that. Obviously, you can see a big TV in the front there. That's an aftermarket thing. You can see there's a perfect example of it. I mean, it all just needs to be pulled down and tightened. It doesn't need to be replaced, I don't think, but it needs to be tightened. You can see around here, there doesn't seem to be any water damage. Doesn't seem to be any rust or corrosion around the portholes, which is a good thing. He said he's had the drives replaced about a year or so ago. Portholes there. Again, you can see all this wavy stuff. It's all the headliner is just coming off. Needs to be stretched back out again and reattached. Don't know why that light is out. Yeah, my overall assessment is, you know, for the right price, you put a little money into the boat, it could be looking good, barring no major engine issues. My concern with these boats, I've sold a couple of these 40 formulas in the past, and my concern is always a 40 formula that's left in the water. What are the conditions of the drive? In my mind, having IOs, that's not a boat you want to continually leave in the water. It's a boat you want to take out of the water. There are so many extra components to those drives that they corrode very easily. But cosmetically, it's a rough boat, but nothing that's too far gone, that's for sure. And a little time in TLC and a little bit of money can turn the cosmetics around. Again, my biggest concern would be compression on the engines and how the engines are running, as well as the conditions of the drives. You can see there's a little bit of fiberglass damage on the engine compartment. Again, the engine compartment is probably the electronics or the electricals for it are probably broken if it's been stood up with a couple 2x4s. But there you go. I hope that was a decent assessment for you. And questions, comments, concerns, let me know.